I made this video last year and it did really well, over 170,000 views and 600 comments. It's clear that a lot of you guys are still looking for the way to install Windows on your Mac. But reading through those comments, I saw so many of you still struggling with different errors or just failing to get it to work. And honestly, that made me so upset because I want this to be easy for you. So today I'm making a refreshed version. I'm going to show you in as much detail as I can 3 different virtual machines you can use to install Windows ARM on your Mac. I'll walk you through the step-by-step installation. Make sure you follow so you don't fail this time. And also, what is the pros and cons of each one, so at the end you know what exactly you want to install on your Mac and what works best for you. First on the list is UTM. Now, the best thing about UTM is that it's completely free and open source. You can use it to run Windows, macOS, and even Linux. Because it's built on top of 𝐼𝐸, it can actually do full emulation. This is why you see a lot of people using UTM to emulate older x86 processor so they can run retro game or super old legacy software that just won't work anywhere else. But here's the catch, and it is the big one. UTM does not support 3D acceleration for Windows. There's some experimental support for Linux, but for Windows, nothing. That means you can forget about playing intensive game or using any software that needs a GPU to render. This VM is really meant for apps that's live on your CPUs. For example, like Word docs or basic Excel sheet. But even then, the experience isn't exactly buttery smooth. When you're scrolling through a page or opening a big Excel file with thousands of rows, you can really feel that choppiness. That is the moment you realize how much the UI struggle without GPU support. Honestly, I don't recommend UTM unless you need to emulate some older OS like Windows 95 or you are going to install Linux. And if you are going to install Linux, you probably don't watch this video. If you just want a smooth and modern virtual machines to install Windows, please check out our next 2 VMs. Next up is VMware Fusion. This is a massive step up from UTM because it actually supports 3D acceleration and DirectX 11. And what does that mean for you? It means everything feels much smoother and more native. Apps like Word and Excel aren't choppy anymore, and it can even handle professional 3D software like Revit. You can also game on it. I tested out Batman and it was playable at around 20 to 30 FPS. If you stick to older titles like Fallout 3, you can actually hit a pretty solid FPS at around 50. The best part, VMware Fusion is now completely free, making it a great choice for developer or anyone who just need a few Windows exclusive apps on their Mac. The only thing I don't like about VMware Fusion is its resource management. It is very strict compared with Parallels. Here's the problem. If you assign 8 GB of RAM and 10 CPU cores in VMware Fusion, it locks that entire chunk immediately. Even if your VM is just sitting there idling, your Mac can't touch those resources, it's blocked. Parallels, on the other hand, is way more dynamic. Even with the same settings, it only takes what the VM actually needs. This lets your Mac use the extra power for background tasks, keeping your whole system fast. Plus, VMware limits you to a maximum of 8 GB of VRAM for graphics. Parallel doesn't have that rigid cap. It's tapped into the Mac unified memory to give the GPU whatever it needs for heavy 3D tasks. That is why Parallel feels so much faster, especially when playing games at the same setting. We can see a huge bump in FPS, or using intensive design apps like Revit. It is just more intuitive and snappier when you are editing files. So if you want the ultimate Windows experience on your Mac, I would recommend you to use Parallels. If you want to check this out, make sure you grab the link in my description below and get 35% off. This is the best time to buy Parallel. So now you probably get an idea of what is the pros and cons of each method. Let's go ahead and show you how to install them on your Mac. Now, to install UTM, you first need to download from their official website. Open the DMG file and drag it into the application folders. Now click to the second link in the description to download the Windows 11 disk image. This ISO is used specifically for Windows ARM, so make sure you download from this link, otherwise the installation won't be complete. Once you got the file, open UTM and click Create a new virtual machine and select Windows. Now allocate memories and CPU for this VM, and this will depend on your Mac spec and your usage. You can always go back and edit this configuration later on, so just set whatever you want now. Now importing the disk image that you just downloaded earlier, then hit Continue. Adjusting the drive side, configure the shared directory if you want to work with any file that's saved on your Mac. And this will be the summary of your VM. Just take a quick look and hit save. This configuration is fully customizable, so every time you want to change the VM spec, just hit the setting at the right corners and go through different tabs to make change. Now to start the installation, we'll click to these play buttons and wait for about 3 seconds until it says press a random key to boot. If you have messages like timeouts or other errors, try to restart the process a few more times and it should work. After that, we'll go ahead to do Windows 11 setup. Just follow the process step by step, input your infos and preferences, and the install should be start shortly. When it's finished, the VM will restart and we'll need to boot it one more time. Now sit back and wait for about 5 minutes until you reach this step where you personalize your Windows 11. Like usual, we're gonna follow it step by step, fill in your infos, and it should up and running after 5 minutes. But we are not done yet. The last step would be install UTM tunes. This tune will install all necessary drivers that enable you to change the resolution and scaling your windows. To install, head over to Folders and go to your D drive. Double-click to UTM guest tune and click Next to start the installation. It will take over 2 minutes to complete. When it's done, give it a quick restart and now your VM is completely installed. You can change the scaling and resolution based on your own preferences. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to install VMware Fusion. The first thing you need to do is go to the Broadcom login page. This is the company behind VMware Fusion. It is 100% free, but you have to register for an account to be able to download. So go get one and come back here for sign in. Now you're in the Broadcom dashboard. Just head over to My Download tab and click to Free Software Download available here and search for VMware Fusion. We are going to download the 25H2. This is the latest version. The next step will be review the term and condition. Make sure you read and understand it. Then go back and check to agree to it. Now click to the download button down below and fill in your information, submit it and hit on the download button again. Once the file is ready, open it and double-click the VMware icon to start the installation. It should take no longer than 3 minutes. When the process is complete, open VMware Fusion for the first time. Now you can either download your own ARM image like you did with UTM, or just click on Get Windows from Microsoft and VMware will download it automatically. When it's done, click Continue. VMware will now require you to set password for your VM and make sure to remember it, otherwise you will have to create an entire new VM again. Now just continue the process until you reach the VM summary. Take a look, and if you need to configure more before start installation, click Customize Settings. Now you can either save this VM locally or on an external SSD if you want. Just browse to the destination that you want to save this VM and click Save. Now in this window, there will be different options and settings that you could change, but the two most important I want you to follow is the processor and memories and the display settings. On the processor and memory settings, depending on your Mac spec, allocate a reasonable amount of CPUs and VRAM to this virtual machine. Try not to go over 70% of your Mac spec to avoid crash while running. The next one is display setting. Make sure to check on Accelerate 3D Graphics. Otherwise, applications that need 3D renderings won't run on this VM. Also set the shared graphic memory to its maximum and done. Similar to UTM, we'll now click to the play button to start the installation process. Make sure to press the random key to boot first and just follow the step by step until you reach to this step where you select the language and keyboard for your Windows. You can go ahead to proceed. However, some of you might stuck at this step where it's required you to have an internet connection. If that happens, just press the function, shift and F10 to open the terminal. Now type in this code on the screen, hit return and the installer will automatically restart. Now when it restarts, you will see another option which is I don't have internet. Click on that and finish the installation. Now the Windows installation is complete. However, we don't have internet connection yet. So the last step we would need to do is install the VMware Tune to install all necessary driver to this VM. So click on Virtual Machine and install VMware Tunes. Now opening the default folders and click to VM Tune Launcher. It will run automatically, and when it's done, it will ask you to restart to complete the installation. Now among the three, Parallel is easiest and fastest to install. The installation is just one button and 5 minutes away. I'll show you now, you'll see everyone could do it, no technical skill is needed. When you complete the purchase, you'll get this automatic installer file on your download folders. Just double click on that to install Parallels. And after this step, it will ask you for your credential. You can log in with the email that you just purchased or start the free 14-day trial. Once you complete, you'll see this setup screen. Now click Install Windows, take a break and let Parallel run automatically for about 5 minutes and it will ready to use. This VM is already configured automatically. You actually don't have to do anything else, but just in case you want to configure even more, turn off the VM first and go to the configuration settings where you can make change based on your preferences. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this refresh guide helped you finally get Windows up and running on your Mac this time. If you're still hitting any of those annoying errors or just having a random question, make sure to drop in the comment below. I'll read them and do my best to assist you. Other than that, thank you all for watching and I'll catch you soon in the next one.